Hey everyone, it's time for another $100 grocery challenge. And we're going to stick with Ingles again. Now, their ad starts today, which is September 13th, and it's going to run all the way till next Tuesday, which is September 19th. Now, the plan for the $100 grocery challenge is very simple. We want to provide breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and occasionally a dessert. We want to keep it as well balanced of meals as possible and use minimally processed products. All of that with the hopes of staying under $100. So let's see how we do this week. Now, personally, I like to start in the meat department simply because if I can figure out what meats that we're going to buy, I can usually make the meal plan pretty easy. Now, the first option is Tyson bulk drumsticks or thighs. These are sold in 5-pound bags. Now, I have seen these more fresh in the meat department, but I've also seen them frozen. So it may be a toss up which way you get. Now, this is only $4.48 for a 5-pound bag. So that comes out to 89 cents a pound, which is really good. Now, I did notice that the normal price on these run about $6.38. And if you were to buy fresh drums or thighs, they can range anywhere from $1.38 to $2.48 a pound. So 89 cents is definitely worth it. Now, what was interesting is this is an 80-ounce bag, and they also sell a 40-ounce bag, and that's $5.48. So you're actually getting almost twice the chicken for a little bit cheaper. So make sure you grab the right bag. And then just as a good note, thighs are going to have more meat than the drumsticks. So if you're looking to really stretch this further, I would probably get the thighs, not the drumsticks. The next option is the assorted bone-in and loin-in pork chops. Now, loin-in tends to not have a bone, but it's not guaranteed. These typically range about $3.28 a pound, and it's going to make a pack, which is 2.5 pounds and about 5 pork chops, run about $4.95 a pack. I did see that they also have the rib end chops, which have a bone in them, and they have a 2-pound pack for $1.68 a pound, making it about $3.36. So just because this is the advertised pork chop doesn't mean it's the cheapest pork chop. There are other options. Now, this one, we see it occasionally, I would say every 2 to 3 months, but it's a good deal. It's the Armour 5-ounce pepperoni. They have the regular or the turkey, and it's buy one, get one free. So that means you'll get 2 for the price of $3.78, which comes out to $1.89 a pack, which is much cheaper than what's available at like Walmart or just at this store. Like, I don't even think they have a Laura Lynn brand pepperoni, but this would probably be cheaper than that. Now, the next one, I wanted to show you this just because it's in the sales ad doesn't necessarily mean it's a great price. Okay, this Purdue Harvestland whole chicken, it's organic, okay, and it's typically a 5-pound whole chicken. It's $2.78 a pound on sale, and it typically runs $3.28 a pound. So one 5-pound chicken that's organic is going to cost $13.90 on sale, but you can buy a Tyson whole chicken, which is not organic, and it's $1.78 a pound. So you're looking at only $8.90. So if this is something you want to eat this week, I would probably go with the Tyson brand, not the Purdue. We have a little bit better options in the produce department this week compared to last week, but it's still not as good as I've seen in the past. The first option is the local Honeycrisp apples for $1.38 a pound. Now, this typically runs about $2.98 a pound, and it looks like you're going to get about 2 apples in each pound. So this is not a bad deal. The other option that's also $1.38 a pound is the Washington State Bartlett or the red pear. So it's either green or red. Now, this one isn't as good of a deal because they're normally only $1.98 a pound. And you're just like the apples, you're going to get about 2 pears per pound. So I'd probably go with the apples unless you just really love pears. Now, this one is a good deal. The local North Carolina sweet potatoes are 58 cents a pound, and typically they're about 98 cents a pound. So this one is a great deal. The organic Vidalia onions are on sale for $1.28 a pound. So unless you really love organic, I would probably skip this and just get the yellow onions, like the regular yellow onions, because they're only $1.18 a pound. Now, over in the frozen and dairy section, there wasn't a whole lot of options here. The one good thing that I saw was the Tillamook shredded or sliced cheese. Almost every week we've had a brand of cheese on sale. My family just happens to love cheese, so we get kind of excited about this because it's totally something you can stock up on for the weeks that when it's really high. The Tillamook, it's the shredded or the sliced cheese, and most of their packages are 7 to 8 ounces. They're $1.98 each. These typically run $4.48 each, so this is a great price. Another option in the frozen section is they have their line of Innovation entrees and then sides on sale. The entrees, typically 16 to 18 ounces, they're going to be on sale for $5.98. These typically run $8.18. And then their side dishes, they have pictured the fried rice, but it's actually all the varieties from 8.7 ounces to 18 ounces. And this is going to include things like pot stickers, lo mein, lots of noodle type dishes, and egg rolls are also included. So these typically run $5.28, so it's not a bad price. But to be honest with you, in the last few years, I have looked up tons and tons of different Asian style recipes, and you can make all of these at home just using a simple recipe for way cheaper than you can buy it frozen, and it tastes a whole lot better. The last item was they have the Bird's Eye Steam Fresh Premium Stir Fry or Chef Favorite Vegetables. They range anywhere from 6 ounces to 16 ounces, and they're on sale for 2 for $5. Typically, these run about $4.50, but really they also have a bunch of other Bird's Eye vegetables that are on sale for $4 for $7. And when you compare it to other brands or even the Laura Lynn brand, this really isn't that great of a deal. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of pantry items that I thought were really a good deal, but the first one we're going to look at is the Ragu Kettle or the Bertolli pasta sauce. Now, the Ragu Kettle is the ones that are going to be 24 ounces, whereas the Bertolli is going to be the 15 ounces. And on the Ragu, it's mostly going to just be a tomato sauce, whereas the Bertolli has some Alfredo based and some tomato sauce. So I wanted to take a quick comparison to see what we were dealing with. You can buy a Hunt's can that's 24-ounce size for $2.18 or a Del Monte 24-ounce can for $1.78. So I don't necessarily think this Ragu Kettle is a great deal, but the Bertolli Alfredo is a pretty good deal because most of the other Alfredo sauces started at like $2.98. So if you like Bertolli or you like Alfredo sauce, this might be a good deal for you. Now, just like last week, the chock full of nuts, this is a large canister that's 24 to 26 ounces, is going to be $6.98. This is actually on sale all month long. My husband and I love this coffee, and whenever it goes on sale, we usually buy enough for the next 2 to 3 months because these typically go on sale about every 3 months. The normal price is $14.58, so this is almost half off, and it's a great stock-up price. Now, the next option is the Campbell's tomato or chicken noodle soup. It's a standard size can, the 10.75 ounce, and it's 98 cents each. So just to compare with what else is out there, you can buy the Laura Lynn brand of a 26-ounce can of tomato soup, and it's on sale for $1.98. So that's more than twice as much, and it's actually cheaper. When it comes to the chicken noodle, if you look at just the 10.75 ounce can from Laura Lynn, it's $1.50. So the Campbell's brand would be cheaper. But if you look at the 26 ounce can of chicken noodle soup from Laura Lynn, it's $1.98. So once again, twice as much for less. So that would be a better deal. Now, the Mueller's pasta, it's the 12 to 16 ounce size. They're on sale for 98 cents each, and they're typically $2.18. Now, here's one of those where the on sale brand name is way cheaper than the Laura Lynn brand because their pastas typically run $1.78. So if you eat a lot of pasta, this would actually be considered a stock up price. Now, the next one is the Lux beans. These are about the 15 or 15.5 ounce cans. They are on sale for 58 cents each. And I know before you're thinking they've had a lot of beans on sale, but these typically run like $1.48 each. So this is more than half off. And the varieties that are included are chili beans, white beans, pinto beans, great northern beans, black beans, kidney beans, and black eyed peas. So if these are things that you regularly eat, this would definitely be a stock up price. The last one is the Herdez salsa, the 16 ounce. They have two varieties, the salsa verde and then more of your traditional red salsa. And to give you an idea of why this $1.98 is a good price, if you were to buy a Laura Lynn brand 16-ounce salsa, it typically is $2.98. So if you like salsa or you eat it regularly, this is a great price. Not quite a stock up price though. Now, before we get to the meal plan, I just want to mention that this week you basically have two options. This would be a great week for option one, which is to use your stocked up items. Now, every week I show you items that I would stock up on with the additional amount left in our grocery budget. So, this would be a great week to use items like chicken or ground turkey that we had stocked up on a couple weeks ago. I mean, this would really be a good week to use what's already in your freezer or your pantry because there honestly just was not a whole lot on sale. The second option is to get creative with what is on sale. So, my meal plan this week is not going to be, let's face it, it's fall time. We're going to really embrace the whole fall trend, but we've really got to get creative to make what is on sale work. Now, this week's menu for dinners, we're going to do one night we'll do baked chicken thighs. And just to let you know, a 5 pound bag of chicken thighs is going to come out to about 20 individual thighs. So for this night to do the baked chicken thighs, I would cook about 10 of them. So that way we have dinner for that night, and then we have leftovers for another night to be incorporated into a different dish. With the chicken thighs, I would do some roasted sweet potatoes. We're going to do some canned green beans and half a banana. Another night, we can do baked bone-in pork chops. This would be a great night if you already have some breading or shake and bake or barbecue sauce. You can use that to season your pork chops. We're going to do a carrot slaw with raisins. And this is very similar to like the normal coleslaw with cabbage, but instead we're going to use carrots, like fresh carrots. We're going to do canned peas and then half of an apple. Another night, this is a fun one. I love pizza. And so we're going to do a pepperoni and ham pizza. We're going to use a Jiffy dough mix, a quarter of a pack of diced ham, a little bit of tomato sauce that we'll use on another night, shredded cheese. We'll have some canned corn as a side dish, and we'll also have half an apple. Now, one night we'll also do a diced ham and bean soup. We're going to use 2 cans of white northern beans. We're going to use 3/4 of the pack of diced ham. We're also going to use some fresh carrots and onions to add flavor. And then to go with this soup, we're going to use cornbread. And on the night that we have canned corn, any leftover canned corn, we're going to add to our cornbread mix just to make it a little bit better. And then we're also going to serve this with half a banana. Now, the leftover chicken from the baked chicken thighs, we are going to turn into chicken tomato spinach pasta. We're going to use half a box of pasta in the large shells, but you can use whatever you like. We're going to use that leftover chicken. We're going to use some tomato pasta sauce, some frozen spinach, and mix that all together. You could really do it as a one pot if you like. And we're going to serve that with some canned diced pineapple. Now, another night, we're going to have grilled cheese and tomato soup. We're going to need some bread, some sliced cheese. We're going to use that big 26-ounce can of tomato soup. I like to add a can of diced tomatoes, especially if they're Italian flavor, to really make that soup taste better. And we'll serve this with some mandarin oranges. And the last option is a chicken noodle soup that we're going to make in the crock pot. We're going to use 4 of the chicken thighs. We're going to use some fresh carrots and onions. We're going to use the other half a box of pasta, a can of mixed vegetables. We'll use some biscuits, like the Wacka biscuits you get in the dairy section, and then we'll use the rest of the mandarin oranges. For breakfast this week, I've got some cinnamon raisin oatmeal, which, just to let you know, I priced it out both ways, and they actually have Quaker instant oatmeal on sale. So it actually comes out cheaper to get like a cinnamon oatmeal and just add your own raisins to it. We can have some apples and toast. We're going to use some leftover sweet potatoes to make a sweet potato hash. We can always do scrambled eggs and bananas. For lunches, we're going to have lots of leftovers, especially soups this week. And as just a fun lunch, we can do a grilled cheese and pepperoni sandwich. And then for snacks, we can have carrots with ranch dressing, pepperoni, apples, raisins, and bananas. And I saw this on sale, so dessert this week, we're going to do some instant chocolate pudding. Now here's the grocery list, and you'll notice I put the prices, and if it has a little star, that means it was on sale. And I was actually able to find a good amount of items on sale to get our price really low. In the meat section, we're going to do the rib end pork chops. It's a 4-pack for $3.36, a 5-pound bag of Tyson thighs, an 8-ounce pack of Smithfield diced ham. These are still on sale for $2.98. We're going to do 2 packs of the Armour pepperoni. In the produce section, we're going to want a 1-pound bag of carrots, 6 Honeycrisp apples, 3 sweet potatoes, 8 bananas, and 2 yellow onions. In the frozen dairy section, the Pick Sweet 10-ounce frozen spinach was on sale. We're going to get some of the Tillamook cheese. I did one where it's the cheese slices for the sandwiches, and then I did the shredded cheese for like the pizza. We're going to do Pillsbury flaky biscuits. I priced it out both ways. It was within pennies, so might as well make it easy and just get the canned biscuits. But you could also spend a few pennies less and just get a mix where you add milk or water. Then we're also going to get a 12 count of the Laura Lynn eggs and the Laura Lynn gallon of milk. In the pantry section, here's that Quaker instant oatmeal that I was talking to you about. It's an 8 package, or there's 8 packs in the box. We decided to go with the Del Monte 24-ounce pasta sauce, 1 16-ounce pasta. I pick large shells, but you could pick any, size or variety of pasta you like. A 26-ounce can of Laura Lynn tomato soup, a 15-ounce can of Laura Lynn mandarin oranges, an 8-ounce can of Libby's chunk pineapple, a 10-ounce bag of sun-made raisins, the Jiffy pizza crust mix, the Jiffy corn muffin mix, the Laura Lynn instant chocolate pudding mix, the Lux Great Northern beans, 15-ounce cans. We're going to get 2 of them. Laura Lynn diced Italian tomatoes. It's the 14.5-ounce can. The Laura Lynn canned peas, corn, green beans, and the Libby's mixed vegetables. Those are all 15-ounce. Interestingly enough, the Laura Lynn brand of mixed vegetables was more expensive than the Libby's. And then to finish it off, we'll do the Laura Lynn 16-ounce container of ranch dressing, which we're going to make our carrot slaw with. You can either add some vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or some lemon juice to make it more of a coleslaw dressing. Or if you already have like mayonnaise and vinegar and lemon juice, you could just make a standard coleslaw dressing. And then last, we're going to get a 20-ounce loaf of Laura Lynn bread. So for our grocery list, we ended up getting a total of 50 items, which came out to $61.29. Down below in the description, I am going to put the whole meal plan as well as the grocery list so you can actually copy and paste it and use it if you want. So when I did this as a pickup order at Ingles, the total came out with tax to be about $63.10. So depending on your tax rate and where you are, you should have about $36 left over this week, which, considering it wasn't a great sales week, at least we definitely came in under. So we have $36 that we can use to splurge on things like snacks and drinks. We can use it to stock up on some of the items like the pasta or the pasta sauce. Or if we're in the middle of a debt repayment plan, we can roll that $36 onto a credit card or a student loan. And don't forget that Christmas is coming up. So I'm going to leave a link to some easy savings plans for Christmas. So you could totally put $36 towards Christmas presents. Now, hopefully this week worked out pretty well for you. Just leave me a comment and let me know if you're going to try this meal plan. I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks so much. Bye.